And the award goes to Drew LeBlanc.
Yeah. Come on in, boys. Comes the feed. Oh, hey, what's that? Thanks for everything.
As if I don't have your autograph now.
And the winner is, I think we know.
Drew, obviously a special night for you, even though the last night wasn't. But can you talk about this particular dynamic in your life and what it's done for you as a hockey player and now a Hobey Baker winner?
It's tough to put into words. It's obviously a tremendous honor. I mean, for everything Hobey Baker stand for, what he did, not only for college athletics, but the country as well, and kind of being the figurehead of that time period. Just honored to be in the mention with him and what he represents, and I'll take tremendous pride in representing him.
Drew, can you take us back to that moment against Wisconsin when you suffered the injury and what that meant to your hockey career and how it contrasts to today?
Well, going back to the injury, it was sad. Right when I hit, I knew I broke it. You know, I rolled over, tried to get up. My leg was literally laying on the ice, and it wasn't good. And at that time, as it turns out, it was a blessing in disguise to come back this year, to play alongside those guys all year. We had a tremendous ride. It was incredible, and you know, I'm just glad to be a part of it. And honestly, still trying to figure out what to say. Even, you know, it's been such a ride, and I know it's an individual award, but it is, you know, it doesn't happen without the team accomplishments we had this year. So it more speaks volumes about the guys in that locker room. I just helped contribute along the way.
Could you talk a little bit about your rehab?
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
The rehab from your injury?
Rehab took a long time. It was a big bone. Took a long time to go back together. I started in the pool, just swimming, some light jogging underwater there to take the pressure off it, and then gradually just worked into, you know, some light weightlifting, into some light jumping, and then finally when the docs gave me the okay to give it the go-ahead, I knew I had my work cut out for me because I was kind of put behind the 8 ball, not being able to train. So took a tremendous amount of hard work to get back and be ready to go for this season, and it's honestly just, it's funny how things work out, you know, after the injury happened and you don't really know what to think to this. It's remarkable, really.
You come from a state with a vigorous youth hockey program. Talk to us about the lessons you learned at Hermantown Arena in youth hockey.
Well, so many coaches along the way have helped me get to where I am today, and I mean, it says a lot about them, and they've helped not develop me, but, you know, kind of sculpt me into the kid and person I become, and a lot of credit goes to them. And I mean, those are some of the fondest memories. Those are one of the things you dream about, you know, winning something like this, and for it to come true, I mean, it's almost a dream come true, really. And you know, a lot of rink rat hours went into this trophy, that's for sure.
How unique is it that last year's winner lived 5 miles down the block? You played youth hockey against him, high school hockey against him, juniors, college. Something
in the water up there, I guess. You know, we see him all the time around too, and he did a lot for hockey in the Duluth area, and it's growing, and it's a good thing. And what Jack did last year is awesome, and I'll be playing shinny hockey against him this summer, I'm sure. And so, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of to keep it in the Duluth area is pretty special, and I'm sure it's a pretty special moment for the community of Hermantown, and just really honored to represent them and the community and the university and everything this stands for, and just very blessed, humbled, like I said before.
Just describe being the first guy from the program to win this honor, and kind of if you have any kind of perspective on that at all.
Well, it's been a season of firsts for St. Cloud State, and this is a good one to have too, I think. And all the great players that have came through and kind of laid the groundwork for us as a program, and to be here representing really what they built up is something special. And I'm sure there's a lot of proud alumni out there right now, and I'm just glad that I can be the one to represent them.
Forgive me for comparing apples to oranges, but I don't know if you watched the NCAA basketball tournament and saw Louisville's Kevin Ware suffer a pretty gruesome injury. Did you would the emotions run through your mind if you saw replays of that? And can you kind of compare what it's like to be sitting where you are today, knowing that you went through something very similar?
Well, I force myself not to watch it because I do know how it feels. I did see a picture, and I kind of got a little tingly down where my bone came through. But, I mean, I'm sure he is surrounded by a great group of people. I know Coach Bettino, I'm sure, has supported him, and he'll be back before you know it. And I'm sure he'll put a lot of hard work and time, and, it's something that it's unfortunate that he had to go through, and I feel sympathy for him, and I feel really bad. And knowing what's ahead of him, though, hard work, dedication, he'll be back as good as new before he knows it.
Talk about your relationship with the St. Cloud State fans. I know when you suffered that injury, one of the things I remembered is the fans chanting your name as you went off the ice, and then the reception you got tonight at the Console Center when they announced the Hobey Baker Award. Well,
The community takes great pride in St. Cloud State hockey, and they've been by my side the whole way. And it's kind of funny because they've just meant so much to our program, our students that show up every night, and the turnout we had out here, and the applause and the noise, and it says a lot about our community of St. Cloud and how they've rallied around our university. And it's an honor to represent them because without them you're not here today. And it's tremendous that our community has supported us in such a way. Not just me, but our whole team. They're loud and proud right now, and they should be. We've accomplished a lot this year, and I'd still trade this trophy in tomorrow to play for the national championship. No disrespect to Hobey himself, but I'm sure he would too. But so yeah, I fumbled around long enough there.
You had describe kind of the opportunities you had after your junior year and also after last season to turn pro, and how tough was it? A decision was it to come back, and what kind of went into that?
It was one of those things. I lost a lot of sleep over it. Whether to come back, whether to go, and after talking to Coach and a couple other people, it made it really clear that the right thing to do is come back. And I think this is kind of the dream, to come back and have a senior year like this. And obviously something you don't plan for. I was just coming back hoping to contribute to a good team, and look, what unfolded was something really special in the whole thing. And it's been a great year. I don't regret it for 1 second coming back. It was the best decision I ever made, and it just goes to show you that staying loyal, doing the right things, and normally good things happen.
You've been on St. Cloud's roster for 5 years now. What was it about this team, and when did you know as a captain that you guys had something special? Coach Motzko said it all. You guys had some special mojo, and he said it throughout the tournaments. But when did you know, as a captain, along with your alternate captains, what game or when was it during the season that you knew that this could be a special season?
I don't know if you can pinpoint an aha moment. You know, it was a process for us. We didn't start off very well. We grew as a team. We got better every weekend. Our freshmen came out of nowhere and started putting the puck in the net left and right, and it was a tremendous ride. And I don't know, the moment that we really knew, I guess, was our regional championship. That we did it. We were going to the Frozen Four for the first time ever, and it was a special moment that we shared with our fans and our teammates and our coaches, and you know, it was a first for everybody around there. So it's a great feeling. It's something that when we look back and reflect on it, it's something really special.
Tell us a little bit about your work, student teaching, elementary school, high school, and how meaningful that's been for you.
That's been really fun. I've enjoyed it, going to school every day, and you know, it's hard to believe that we were once quirky high school kids, and to see it from the other side of the window there is something really unique and special. And they made me laugh every day. They made my job fun, and I had two great mentors there that kind of guided me along, and it's fun. And when my hockey career is done, I can't wait to go back and teach and try to be part of someone else's life and help them be the best they can.
Can you talk about when you mentioned your rehab? When was the moment that you knew you were back? Was there a moment during the rehab or during the season when you felt like you were back to your old self?
I don't know if there was ever a moment. You know, it was just one of those years where everything kind of unfolded the right way, and you get a few bounces here and there. You get some confidence, and everything else just kind of unfolded for us. And I mean, we had a great team. I was surrounded by a lot of great players, and that always helps. So I guess there's really not one moment you can really pinpoint. But you know, it was a tremendous year. It was a great ride, and I'm so proud of those guys in our locker room.
Drew, how was it sitting there tonight?
I was so nervous, and still am, and my stomach is still in knots. Yeah. My legs are still twitching. I don't know how Johnny sat there unflackable the whole time. I don't know. Me and Eric were sitting there bumping legs and pushing each other back and forth, and he sat there and not even I'm amazed. I really am.
It must be the two Minnesotans against the New Jersey guy, right? Huh?
There's ice water in his veins, that's for sure.
Drew, I think one of your beat writers said that you told him you didn't think you could win this award, and I guess what made you think that, and when was the last time you said that? I mean, out of the top 10, even to narrow it to 3 is a job all on its own, and there's everyone out there tonight's deserving of the award, and I think, you know, I just happen to be fortunate of things aligning for me, and the rehab and the student teaching and everything kind of just, the planets came together, and I don't know, I still don't believe I won it, so I'm still kind of in shock and awe. It's a pretty intimidating trophy when it's sitting here like this next to you. But honestly, I'm humbled and honored to be a part of this and to represent him, and I'm glad that there was a couple people out there that thought the same way.
You're leaving a pretty stacked team, and you guys got to the Frozen Four this year. Will you have a moment to talk with some of the juniors? I know there's 3 seniors that are going to be leaving, but you guys are going to be leaving this program in very good hands, and they could certainly get back here next year. Are you going to talk to any of these juniors about having them stay, because you stayed for 4 years? Is there going to be a point down the road where maybe you have a good heart-to-heart to make sure that this team stays together?
I hope it provides some incentive for those guys for sure. I know, you know, they're going to do what's best for their careers, and rightfully so. They're great players. Whatever they want to do, you know, we'll support them 100%, and they'll be Huskies forever. But, you know, with that being said, they do have the opportunity again to have a special year. And that junior class did so much for us this year. You know, with only 3 seniors, there's a lot of leaders in that junior class that emerged as the year went on. And they know what it takes to get back here, and I'm sure they'll have a great summer, and I'll look forward to following them next year.
Drew, we talked a couple months ago about what your best memories were so far at St. Cloud State, and you told me that you hoped the best ones were yet to come. Did you ever expect this type of thing to happen?
This is not the one I was talking about. But at the same time, this is up there, that's for sure. And, you know, to see how proud those guys were of me out on the ice today, that speaks volumes of our guys and the character we have in that locker room, that's for sure.
Okay, Very good. The pride of Hermantown, Minnesota, and St. Cloud State University. And what a terrific representative of Hobey Baker and our 33rd winner, Drew LeBlanc. Drew, congratulations.
Thank you.
Good job, you made it.
Oh,
Excellent.
the longest press conference ever.